Alright, I am about to make dinner. It is a recipe called creamy garlic chicken penne. Because we got this protein penne and I looked up a recipe for it. So I'm getting all the ingredients out to make it. And as I'm looking in here, remember when I bought that basil the other day? Because we're almost out. Here's the basil I bought. This is the one that's almost gone. And I'm looking in here for like the garlic powder and the Italian. And I noticed in the back over here, I have a giant thing of basil. So I didn't even need to buy it. I just needed to refill it. Oh well. But I'm gonna get everything out and get it all measured out, and then we're gonna start making this. We need salt, penne, chicken's in the sink defrosting. They have salt on here twice, I don't know why. Black pepper, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, oil, butter, garlic, flour. Flour's up there, I can't reach it. Shoot, I'll have to get a chair for that. Garlic, it's almost gone. I'll probably use the rest of that. How much do we need? We need a teaspoon. It's about a teaspoon. Oh, that heavy whipping cream. That's what I bought the whipping cream for, is for this recipe, and that's about to fall out of the refrigerator. I really need to clean this fridge out. I keep saying that, but I haven't gotten to it. The butter is down here somewhere. Oh, it's out of the fridge. See, it's got pepper on here again. Parmesan. It's got salt and pepper on here twice. And then you can use fresh thyme or parsley at the end for decoration. I'm not using that. I just gotta get the flour and then measure everything out. And then we can start cooking it. I guess I could cook those noodles while I measure everything out. At least start them.
Have one purpose.
Nuggets keep falling down. I think I just need one of these. It says season the chicken with the salt, pepper, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. So yeah, put all the seasonings in this. Garlic, Italian, salt, and pepper. Maybe they say salt and pepper twice because you got to do it with the do it 2 different times. I don't know. So teaspoon. A teaspoon and a tablespoon and a half a teaspoon. That's a half a tablespoon and half a teaspoon. Water on for the noodles. Need a half a cup also or something. We need a cup of cream. Well, I'm actually doubling this now that I think of it, because it calls for 8 ounces of penne and I'm using 14, which is almost double. And then I doubled the chicken. Okay, I remembered to double everything. I need a pan for the chicken. I'm gonna cook it in this giant pan. Make 2 of these of garlic powder. I'll link the recipe, like link below. It's just from delish.com. Italian seasoning, I need 2 of this, of that.
I have to make
It doesn't say how much salt and pepper, so I'm assuming to taste.
I can't keep straight alone.
I'll just do a half a teaspoon of each.
Done with my
Sounds like a dungeon.
as far as I got us that. Makes me happy.
So I need 2 cups of heavy cream, so I'm gonna get a bigger measuring. Don't need that. Well, I need a cup of Parmesan, so I'll keep that up for the Parmesan.
I hope that insurance thing goes through just then.
2 cups of cream. Are you supposed to shake this?
You can.
Shake well.
There's milk technically, right? So it does technically separate.
It's good until October 2nd. I'm using 2 cups of them. Okay. Cup of cheese. I can open it.
At the level of luncheon that we were doing it, it's one of those ones, if the party wipes, you just stop it. You don't continue, you just stop.
Start over.
Yep, stop and start over. Because at that point, when you're doing that high of numbers, they don't care about completing it, they care about timing it.
And then the other half of this bag will be for the Parmesan chicken I make. Crusted Parmesan chicken.
Parmesan chicken.
And if we like this meal, I have a reason to use the other half of this bag and not waste it and let it get moldy. I just have to make both recipes in the same week. That's the only issue. This recipe doesn't have any vegetables in it, but I'm wondering if I could like add broccoli to it because we have that fresh broccoli.
Yeah.
Because Skylar says it looks like a weird version of chicken alfredo, and I would agree. Okay, in a large pot, oh, I've got to salt the water. So then noodles. Salt okay, that's probably why I got salt on there twice. We use it for that and we use it for this. Okay, step 2. Season chicken with salt, pepper, garlic powder, Italian seasoning in a large skillet over medium heat. Heat oil. Then cook chicken until brown on both sides. And then dice. It says dice the chicken afterwards. We're doing it beforehand because it's easier that way. So heat some oil. It says a tablespoon, which means 2, but I'm not measuring it because Sean doesn't usually measure the oil he uses to cook the chicken in. Just eyeball it, right?
Yep.
I was watching a YouTube short, and the guy was like, cooking, you can just throw it in, but if you're baking, it's a science. That's why I don't like baking. Or something like that. Because baking, you actually have to follow each individual step. Otherwise, it'll go wrong. And I'm going to change out this battery while he finishes up the chicken cutting. Alright, we're back. Okay, we're going to cook the chicken. And then it says set aside, cover, and keep warm. Then wipe that same skillet clean. Melt the butter and garlic for 1 to 2 minutes. And then sprinkle over flour. Make the flour over the garlic and butter mixture until it's thick. How much flour and butter do I need? I need 2 tablespoons of flour. I guess I do need that bowl out again. I don't think I need this.
And the soda and dough. Can you pull me out one of the other ones? The ones that we got from Dennis and my mom?
Remember, I'm doubling this. Two. I don't know if I'd have enough flour. I thought I would use more than that, but it doesn't. Yeah, it says 1 tablespoon, so 2 tablespoons. Put it there, so I can mix it. And then also need 2 tablespoons of butter.
What is that?
What? What?
Oh.
Oh, there's a bone in it? Wonderful. I'm just gonna use the rest of the garlic. It says a tablespoon, but there's about 1 tablespoon here and I need 2, but whatever. It'll be alright.
For what?
The garlic.
Oh.
It's actually like a half a tablespoon. And I need 4 tablespoons of butter. 4 of these. This oil's ready for chicken.
Alright. Chicken is not ready
I
for
don't know
oil.
where my
Turn it on.
other, Skylar, take the other one again? Skylar keeps taking my hot pads to his room. I turned it on 1. Oh, well. Now we just wait for the chicken to cook and then we'll go from there.
He does work that so.
I was reading further down on the, like what to do.
Yep.
And it says add more salt and pepper at the end, but like the Parmesan cheese already has salt in it. There's salt in the water for the noodles,
the
and there's
salt in the
salt,
water doesn't stick to the noodles.
and it flavors the noodles, and there's salt in this mixture.
Yeah.
So I don't think I
You
need any more
salt
salt.
afterwards for
Well, it says to add salt and pepper and then stir in the Parmesan cheese until melted.
yeah.
Maybe I'll taste it and see.
Because you don't want to have it like super salty on one specific item,
Yeah.
and you need it.
And then it says also top with salt and pepper at the end. It don't need that much dang salt. I'm gonna add the chicken, cook that up, and then Sean's gonna wash his hands because he's just touching raw meat. Should I use a spoon or a spatula? Spoon. Because I don't want to dirty up any other dishes but a spoon. Cook this, and then set it to the side and make the sauce. Don't forget to add your seasoning like I almost just did. I was like, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to add that to the chicken. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to need help towards the end with the whisking of the sauce. Sure, I mean, you can go play if you want to.
If I'm not doing anything, then we'll drink.
Okay. Now we're gonna cook the chicken until it's cooked and then set it aside and finish up the rest, make the sauce and everything. Maybe that's why they wanted more salt and pepper, because this is for the chicken and that's for the sauce. I don't know. Wish it would specify, you know, this much for this much for that. Alright, chicken's done. Noodles are in the sink done. I put some broccoli in here because there's no vegetables. Not that bowl. This bowl. Just take chicken out and set aside. Link is not valid or stored supported. You better give it to me, thank you. Jump to recipe. Okay. Step 3, wipe skillet clean, then melt butter.
I'm not gonna wipe out all the chicken. We can leave the chicken in there.
Okay. I need 4 tablespoons of butter. Lime. Garlic. Over medium heat. Stir. Melt the butter and then stir in the garlic. Cook for 1 to 2 minutes. Then add the flour over the mixture and stir until thick. I'm just using the rest of this garlic. Garlic. We need more. It's on the list already. Because the butter's technically already melted. Get the rest out.
Technically use garlic salt if you want it.
Yeah, but I wanted to get this used.
Yeah.
Since it expires in a month.
Taste.
I think I'm gonna need a whisk for this part. A whisk. There we go. And then, what's it say? Add the flour until thick, and then gradually whisk in the cream. Okay, here's the flour. Add in the flour. And this is a roux. Okay, and gradually whisk in the cream until there's a smooth sauce. If I can pick up the cream without spilling it. Plus, both my kids love broccoli, so I'm just gonna steam some broccoli. I don't know if I'm gonna add it to the dish or if we're just gonna have it on the side. Also, the lid doesn't really fit on the pan because when we got the pan, it was like cockeyed. It's like bent slightly. I was reading the comments of this recipe and somebody said you should double the sauce even if you're not going to double the rest of it because it's a little thick when you don't double the sauce. I mean, I almost doubled everything except for the noodles. It's almost doubled because it was supposed to be 8 ounces of noodles and I used 14 instead of 16 because that's what was in the box. I'm not using half of a box. That's weird. At least for us, that's weird. I also don't mind Sean in the background talking to people on Discord. Okay. 2 cups of whipping cream. Then it says add salt and pepper and Parmesan. I need salt and pepper.
I can smell the hand.
Oh, I need salt and pepper. It doesn't say how much, it just says salt and pepper. Add salt and pepper. And stir in Parmesan. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, and then add the cheese. You put the butter away?
Alright, suggest we start up leak.
Right now?
Yeah.
Dinner's almost done. Just gonna add a little bit of cheese at a time to melt each bit of it. So I don't get a clump of cheese somewhere. I think I'm just making chicken Alfredo at this point. But they call it creamy Parmesan something something chicken. At this point I think it's just chicken Alfredo. But it's a homemade sauce.
You know what? We will eat it just the same. As long as it tastes like chicken Alfredo.
And then once this is melted, add the chicken, the noodles, and serve immediately. Well, I don't know if you wanted me to put the broccoli in with it or just have it on the side.
The broccoli, just mix it all the same way that we normally do it, right?
I guess. Okay, I'm ready for the rest of it. Let's see, add chicken.
Here's noodle.
Oh, that's hot. I'm trying not to, whoa. I don't want to put the paper towel in with the chicken.
And just
There we go. That worked perfectly. Let me turn that down and get an actual spoon, not a whisk. I think leave the broccoli on the side and they can add it. But the comments were right. I should have like quadrupled the sauce recipe. Because I doubled everything. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna leave the broccoli on the side and the boys can add it. It's like a little side dish, or they can put it on top or whatever. All right. Plate this up. Turn it off. I thought I had, but apparently I turned it on high and not off. It says serve immediately with parsley on top. I'm not doing that. There it is without the broccoli. And that's what you're making. You're making chicken alfredo. Don't let them fool you. Ta-da, there's with the broccoli. And I'm gonna put pepper in. I like cracked black pepper on top of my stuff, so I'm gonna add that. And then I'm gonna tell the kids it's ready. And there it is. Dinner. The comments also said you could add spinach to that, or like any vegetable pretty much, but I had that broccoli I needed to get used because it was going bad. I'm gonna tell my children that food's ready. Dinner's ready, Sean.
thank you.
I've been doing this lately, knocking on both the kids' doors and seeing which one comes first. And just standing in the middle. I think it's Skylar today. He cleaned his room today. Maybe. Or is it Sean? Ha ha, dinner's ready. Dinner's ready.